Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on July 9th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in the markets today. We did have a fairly quiet day across the cattle market. Prices just hanging steady up here at these new all-time highs, which is a good sign for the bulls, showing good acceptance up here of these new higher prices. This recent leg higher has made a nice move over the last 4 or 5 trading days, trading a little over $11 higher off of this last test of this 50-day moving average. We've really snapped up here to 220, making a real impressive move over the last few days here. So a pause is to be expected here at around this prior swing high. Price just digesting this recent move and catching a little bit of a breather here. We do expect to see this upside continue up into the 220s here throughout the rest of the week. Just good to see price just hanging steady here and showing good acceptance at these new all-time highs. Do expect to see this cattle market keep on drifting higher. So look for that upside to continue into the end of the week. This cattle market remains good and strong. We should see more upside to come as we head out into some of those back months across these fat cattle contracts. We did see a little bit more upside as we reach out into late 2025 and early 26, showing a good directional move here, picking up a little bit more ground on some of these back months. Each of them trading here between 216 and 218 as these back months are trying to catch up to that August contract that's made a pretty nice rally over the last couple of days. So look for continued upside across this cattle market. Over to the feeders now. Same story. Prices trading in a little tighter range here today, but continued upside pushing up to a new all-time high at 321 on this August feeder contract. Do expect to see this market keep on pushing higher. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a pause or a balance action here up at these new all-time highs as price digests this recent move. These feeders have made a little over $17 rally in the last 4 or 5 trading days here, so little bit of a breather is to be expected, but look for this cattle market to keep on drifting higher as this big picture uptrend remains intact, and both these feeders and fats are showing real strong and healthy action. Be looking for this cattle market to keep pushing up into those all-time highs. Over to the corn market now. We did see new contract lows put in on this December contract. However, price just kind of hanging steady and rallying up, closing a little bit higher today. Balancing out here near overextended levels. We did see a pretty nice breakdown here through the first two to 3 days of the week, and wouldn't be surprised to see price continue to just balance out here at these oversold levels as we await that WASDE report on Friday. Other than that, not a whole lot of action here to be excited about in this corn market. We do expect to see continued lower prices in these corn futures, but just going to be waiting and seeing how the market reacts to that WASDE report on Friday. So that will be the event to be watching here in this corn market. And but in the meantime, we do expect to see this downtrend continue and corn to keep getting cheaper. Crude oil market, also a pretty quiet day over here, trading in about a $1.24's range today, just right around the prior day's range. Not a whole lot of excitement, just hanging out here right above our bull pivot for the week. A little bit more upside to push up into the low 70s. We could see that come this week, but price just not looking to be in a hurry to go anywhere. Looking pretty comfortable here in the mid 60s to low 70s. Expect a continued chop and a little volatility in this oil market. If we do start to see some of these prior day lows getting taken out here and back below this bull pivot at 67.58, we could see this corn market get pulled back down here towards 65, but pretty neutral bias, not really committing to any directional moves, just expecting to see more chop in this oil market. Over to the stock market now. Each of our indexes making little gains here today. Prices recovering, getting back here on this S&P, getting back above that prior day's high, and our bull pivot there at 62.92. Not a whole lot of volatility here, just this market just keeps on drifting higher as this is a very healthy environment for equities right now. We do expect to see this market continue to push up into all-time highs. We have reached some overbought territory up here, so a pullback would be welcome to find a little bit more value type area plays for a next leg higher, but in the meantime, expect to see this thing keep on drifting up into those all-time highs. New all-time high in the NASDAQ here today, just barely taken out that prior high. We did see it, though, get printed up there at 23,112, and now the Dow is trying to play catch-up after seeing about a 2-day pullback across this Dow index. So nice engulfing action here today, getting back above that prior day's high. Look for this these equity markets and indexes to keep on pushing higher up into new all-time highs, and be looking for the Dow to be printing some new ones here soon. That's all we got for tonight. Everyone have a good evening.